There's like no cars here. We love to see it. Hey, what's up and hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kennedy and we're at the Goodwill bins today and I am late so I'm not gonna do a long introduction, but I'm finally back at my home location. This is the first time in 2023. I'm so happy to be back. Oh my god, so happy to be back. I can't even speak. I already see people digging and I feel like I'm missing out. I'm having some FOMO, so we're gonna go. Where's my mask? Okay, mask. I broke my fanny pack a few months ago and I got a new one and I have yet to replace it. I forgot to bring it with me. Anyway, I do have my hand sanitizer, I have my mask, and I have my card. So let's do this. Alright guys, so before we get started, quick little fit check. I actually got this hoodie here last fall, so it's kind of funny wearing it back to this location where I got it from. And those little grandpa New Balances are the most comfortable sneakers I've ever worn in my entire life. They're vintage and they're just chef's kiss. Anyway, if you've never been to the Goodwill outlet, it's also called the bins because, surprise, surprise, everything's put in these big blue bins and you have to rummage around and dig for the stuff that you want. Everything here is going to be either stuff that didn't sell at a regular Goodwill or the overflow of donations at a regular Goodwill that just had too much of and they could not put it all out. So it comes here as one last chance to sell before it gets into a landfill. Everything is priced by the pound. This location specifically is $1.69 per pound. I've seen some as low as $1.29 per pound and as expensive as $2.19 per pound. So it's really just going to depend on your location. It's a pretty simple concept. It does take a little getting used to because you just have to sit here and you're digging. There's no organization to this stuff. You'll find kids stuff, you'll find outerwear and lingerie and socks all in the same bin and all different sizes. You really just have to dig. So it's not for the lighthearted. You have to be kind of mentally prepared to come in here, but this is just a little haul of the stuff that I did find. I personally believe in just throwing stuff in your cart to get the ball rolling. I didn't end up getting anything that I'm showing you right here, but I just needed something to kind of make me feel better and to start attracting the good stuff. This would have been a really good leather jacket. It's a great brand, Pele Studio by Wilson's Leather, but it was just a little too beat up. And honestly, I've had people starting to shop for summery stuff, like some of the shorts and swimsuits I've had on my shop since last summer have started to sell to people. So I was trying to be a little bit pickier with what I was getting. Guess jeans actually used to be so big when I first started reselling in like 2018 and they have just fallen off. Trends are kind of crazy, so I did end up leaving those jeans as well. This is how all the bins come out. I'll show you another clip later that's a little bit longer, but the bins come out fully covered, and I don't know if you could see the little yellow line on the floor, but those are basically the boundaries, and when they bring out the bins you have to stand behind the yellow line while they bring them out, and until they lock them in position and they pull the tarp or they say go, you have to remain behind that yellow line. But after everything's pulled, they yell go and they give you the green light to start shopping. It's kind of a free-for-all and you kind of just get in there and start digging. I get a little competitive because everyone's kind of trying to find stuff as fast as possible. My location's pretty chill. Everyone just kind of digs, but I've seen other locations where people just grab armfuls of stuff, throw it in their cart, look through it later type thing. Kind of greedy. But here's another clip of the bins coming out, tarp covered. You can see that guy standing behind the line on the floor there, and look at the back room. It's filled to the brim always with donations. There will never ever be a scarcity of donations and thrift clothes. I found these Dolce & Gabbana swimsuit bottoms. I was so excited. I was trying to find the top for like the rest of the day and I could not find it. It was so painful, but I did have a really good round. As you can see, there were some goodies that I just threw into my basket. Here I am just looking at the home decor stuff. These are all priced individually, but they're still super cheap. This was cute, but I didn't go with anything in my apartment, so I just left it. Here's a little updated haul, I guess. Again, not showing you everything that I ended up leaving with, but it was just some of the stuff that I found in that really good rotation. This is super cute, I promise. You can't really tell just holding it up because it kind of looks like a gross color, but that was a cute jacket. And obviously I love a good vest, so picked her up as well. Again, with the summery stuff, it's gonna be here before we know it. People are getting ready for spring break, so it's my duty to supply the clothing. But here I am again, just showing you some more stuff, me digging. nothing too exciting. You can see there's a lot more people now. At this point, it was probably like closer to noon, so people had started to pull up. It was pretty empty first thing when I got there, but you can see some of the old Goodwill tags that are still there. That's going to be that stuff that didn't sell that they sent here to try and sell it. But some of the stuff that doesn't have tags was just overflow donations. They just had too much at a regular store that they couldn't put it all out. I really love these. I thought they were going to be juicy, and turns out they weren't juicy. They were curious George. I got even more excited, right? But then I saw they had no drawstring, and I don't know what happened to the pant leg, but that was my final straw. So I was like, you know what? It's time for me to leave. That really just hurt my feelings. So I headed to checkout. I didn't really show the checkout process because I didn't want them to know I was like obviously filming, but there's like a little scale on the floor where you just roll your cart over it, and it weighs your cart with all your clothes in it. It tells you, you know, how many pounds it is. The computer does a conversion. I ended up having a cart that weighed 19 pounds, 10 pounds. It weighed 10 pounds, and I paid a total of $19. I was a horrible person, and I forgot my reusable bag, so you can see me here struggling to use the plastic ones, and that was my payback for that. And I know it's not eco-friendly, and I apologize. I'm a sustainable fashion queen, but sometimes I forget. So I do end up reusing these plastic bags for like my personal trash cans in my bathroom, or like to stuff purses and stuff to keep their shape. So I am still being kind of sustainable, even though I did forget my reusable bags. And filming is embarrassing, but let me tell you, trying to take a thumbnail in public, even more embarrassing. Like, why do I keep doing the flamingo leg? Oh my gosh. I'll see you guys in the hall. Hi friends. So clearly we are back in our normal setup. I'm back from Georgia. So quick recap before we hop into the haul. I spent a total of $19, and I got 10 pounds of clothing. I know, crazy. This is very small for me, but I was trying to be so picky, because right now when I'm recording this video is January 30th, and last week I had 3 swimsuits sell, and I had 2 pairs of shorts sell in January. I don't know how to feel about it mentally and physically and emotionally. I am not ready to start transitioning to warm weather, or sourcing warm weather clothing, okay? The things that sold those warm weather pieces, like those have just been sitting in my shop since last year, and people have somehow found them and bought them. They're ready to switch, so I had to be really conscious while I was in the bins today to pick up some more summery pieces, since that's what people are trying to look for now. I'm getting a lot more engagement on those older listings, so I think it's time to start that transition like a month and a half sooner than I had originally planned. So I'm trying to switch my mindset there, but also get my winter stuff out. Like, I'm a little stressed, but nonetheless, I'm super happy with everything that I came out with today. Let's just get right into it. Okay. First piece, it's not warm weather approved. I know I was just talking about how I needed to be very picky and start transitioning, but I told you I'm not ready. So I think I showed you this one earlier, but it's a super cute vintage Disney crew neck. It's a fleece, and it's kind of got like a little mock turtleneck thing going on. What does it say on the front? Is this Christmas? Dang, it's definitely a Christmas sweater. I did not realize that. I just saw the Disney characters and grabbed it. Will I hold on to it, or will I sell it? What would you do? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, moving on. I found these Juicy Couture, like baby pink. These are terry cloth. No, they're velour. They're velour. I don't know my fabric right now. I'm so tired. I just want to shower and go to sleep, but I did find these. Hopefully you can see full body of that. I just really like the puffy on the front. Obsessed. Switching into the warmer stuff here for a second. I did find 2 vests. I love this one because it's like a halter situation going on there. And then this one is actually vintage Forever 21. It's got that 90s tag on it. But there's that. I picked up a few t-shirts. This one is a little angsty, a little edgy, but it usually sells well. people like these, so I just picked this up. And then it's about to be Mardi Gras season in like 2 weeks, so I also picked up this vintage Made in USA Mardi Gras tee. And this one's not vintage. I think it's like early 2000s. I'm not even sure what it's from, but the graphic was just speaking to me. It's like super retro. I could not leave it behind, so I did grab this one. I also got a couple little slip camis, little silk camis. So this is the first one. It's a gorgeous color. Hopefully it's like picking up on camera there. But I really like the lace. It's super dainty. It's a really mature color. All right, so this was probably my best. Okay, I'm lying. But it definitely depicts the spring summer transition. People are getting ready for spring break. I don't blame them. But this just reminds me of like Cancun or something, or like Hawaii with the palm trees and stuff. So I did pick up this one. Back to t-shirts. Oh my God, I thought this was so cute. This is also not vintage, but it is technically a band tee, and the flower was just too cute. And who doesn't love Green Day, you know what I mean? Then I picked up these super cute little cami like tank tops. They're both super lightweight, almost like a mesh material. This is the first one. I love this brand, Zoe Beth. I saw the tag before I saw anything else, and I picked it up immediately. Then the other cami I got was a super cute, no boundaries little cami. I love the 2D like printed denim on there. It reminds me of jeggings from like the 2010 when that was huge. But here she is. She does have a little damage. She's seen better days, but I figured someone was talented enough to fix her up. I'll just sell her at a little bit of a lower price to make up for it, but too cute to leave behind. All right, then I also picked up these denim jeans. These are the only pair of jeans I picked up. I'm like trying to stop picking up jeans because they don't sell very well for me because I don't model them, but I just love a good pair of denim. I think you guys know that I have so many pairs of jeans. Anyway, the wash, I'm obsessed with these, and these are a little bit more of a straight leg. Someone definitely ironed these before they donated them, but they're definitely more of a straight leg instead of like that mom jean that people are trying to steer away from. So hopefully that helps them sell. And then I think I showed you guys this one earlier, but it is a beige like zip-up denim jacket, and something about a zip-up denim jacket is just so chic to me and like effortlessly cool. So anytime I see a situation like that, I do pick it up, and I figured it's very lightweight and the color is definitely lighter than you would have for like fall and winter. So I thought it would be like a good transition piece. That's how I justified this jacket. And then I did, unfortunately, okay, I probably talked about this earlier in my like voiceover that I haven't done yet, but I will be doing, but I found these Dolce & Gabbana little swimsuit bottoms. They're so freaking cute. When I tell you guys, I scoured the entire bin over and over. I checked all the bins around. I found this probably like halfway through my day, and the rest of the day I was just digging around in every bin, so meticulously looking for the top of this. I couldn't find it, but I figured maybe if I could find it on like eBay or something, then I could sell it as a set. But it was just too cute to like not pick up, and it's designer, you know what I mean? And it is authentic. But if all else fails, I'm sure somebody will buy these by themselves and just match it with some kind of little metallic top. But super cute. Okay, and then last but not least, the star of the show, definitely keeping for myself. It's a little bit bittersweet, but here she is, okay? Look how freaking fantastic. She's stunning, absolutely stunning, okay? Oh my goodness. The only flaw, which I'm saying only like it's not a big deal, but it is kind of a big deal, but it's not, because I'm gonna just try and take it to a professional to get it fixed. She was probably like $3 anyway, so having to spend like maybe $50 to get it fixed is no brainer. But anyway, let me just show you. She has a bit of a rip, okay, right here on her pocket. A bit of a rip. It's kind of big, but I figured I could get that fixed somehow, some way, or I could just put a patch over it, like a peace sign patch or something. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far, but I will not be selling her because she is so damaged. But she deserved to have a good home, and I determined that I'm a good home. Okay, so Here she is. Oh my gosh. When I tell you, I gasped and almost fell to the floor. I couldn't believe my eyes. Like, and that's gonna conclude today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the haul. I hope you enjoyed the thrifting. Definitely let me know if you like voiceovers. I haven't done it yet, but I already am dreading trying to do that because I don't know how to properly do that. But let me know if you think I did a good job and if you prefer voiceovers or like live reactions in the thrift kind of thing. Sometimes it's hard to do that because the music is blaring in the thrift store, so it's hard to not get copyrighted, but also talk to you guys like in person, and that's why sometimes I have to just do like aesthetic clips with music on top because the music is just so loud in the actual thrift store. I can't just like play the raw clips and talk to you guys at the same time. It's a hard balance. So definitely let me know if you guys are partial to either one. If you like either one, it doesn't matter to me. I'm here for you guys. I just like making the videos, so I'm here to do whatever. Just let me know. Also, please let me know if you think this is fixable. Am I being too optimistic? Should I have left this? It was only like probably $3, okay? So I don't think I should have left it. I feel like she needed a new home. I think she just needs some tender loving care, some TLC. But definitely, how much do you think it's gonna cost to get that fixed? Is it possible to get it fixed? Is it gonna be super noticeable? Like someone who's textile savvy, please let me know down below, okay? Please let me know. But other than that, I hope you guys, like I said, enjoyed this video. And I cannot wait to hang out with you again next week. I have nothing planned right now, so we're just gonna kind of wing it. I do have a trip coming up in a couple weeks to go back to Houston, so I'm really excited for those videos. I think I'm gonna try and record a couple while I'm out there and hit my favorite spots in Houston. And then anybody who's in Texas or like goes to Houston, you can have a little guide, you know what I mean? I think that's gonna be my goal for that, so I'm excited for that. Anyway, enough talking. I'm rambling because I'm tired and I just wanna shower and go to bed. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I cannot wait to hang out with you next week. I hope you live a happy and beautiful life until then, and I will see you later. Bye.